Welcome, guys. I am calling this a psychic score because I said that we weren't going to have an alien invasion, but we were going to have a Project Bluebeam event. I think this is a Project Bluebeam event. I think this is phase one. I think this is the hardware that they actually send out, which is going to be obvious and physical. So everybody's asking questions. The next thing we're going to get is projections. But what I thought we would do in this, we're going to do a live remote view. And I have my good friend Grumpy Sapper here. Hello, Mr. Grumpy Sapper.
It's good to see you.
So,
You're right.
yeah, how are things in your part of the world?
Still nice and warm.
Do you have any drones flying around out there in the UAE?
We have drones that kind of patrol the roads, but that's probably about it. There is obviously military stuff going on, but there is in every country, really.
So let me ask you this as human to human. What do you think is going on with this drone situation? Because there's about 20,000 questionable drones in the world that are lurking around that we know about right now. What do you think is going on?
I think they're gathering intelligence.
Who?
Yeah, that's the big question, isn't it?
So the choices that we have here, we have just a hoax, just a garden variety hoax. Maybe it's, some multi-billionaires that we're not really familiar with that are spending all their money. They've got these. I want you guys to know the drones that we're looking at are about the size of a vehicle.
Oh, yeah.
Volkswagen Bug.
Yeah.
So what I thought we would do, so we've got the drones. Just do me a favor, mute your mic just for a second. We had a little bit of a mic issue. I just can't talk when I hear myself. I'm sorry. Thank you so much, Lee. So we have multimillionaires that are having a good time messing with everybody's mind. Keep in mind, these drones are over military installations in the UK, military installations here in the United States, specifically here in New Jersey. The drone sighting that I was made aware of is like 3 seconds down the road. And one of our very, 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 very good friends, he was here the night before Thanksgiving, him and his wife, they saw it. So I do have footage from him. And I said, can I put this on my channel? And one of the things he said to me, he goes, there people that are posting stuff, they're having questions asked by organizations like the FBI. And I said, well, is it the old FBI, the new FBI, or the secret FBI? Which one's going to contact me? So I don't think I'm going to put it up. I did share it privately with a couple of people, though, just to let them see what's going on. Tonight, I am going to be on my front lawn with a telescope. One of the things I said, I did put a poll up, or I set a goal for super chats. I don't see it now. But I did set a goal for super chats. I was trying to get like 20 super chats. And if I get 20 super chats, I am going to live stream being freezing in my yard. So we have millionaires that may be goofing off. We also have it could be domestic military, it could be foreign military that is doing surveillance. And then we have the big one where it really is UFOs coming in. And then we have the one that I think it is, which is a Project Bluebeam event. So what I thought we would do, I can't follow all of the drones at once in a remote view, but I can follow one of them and see where it winds up. So there's a street called Texas Road over here. At one point, it held the title of the second most dangerous road in the United States. There's a crazy bend on it, and people would all the time on it. I'm going to zero in on one of the drones that was over there, and I'm going to follow it to where it goes. So we're going to go to its home base, and I'm going to do the remote view. And I know I've said this on my channel a million times, remote view is really boring. That's why I got my boy here, Grumpy Sapper. He's going to keep it keep it going while I'm doing the actual work on this. So, I'm going to pull up my paper, but I'm not going to share it closely because it's not going to make a whole lot of sense to you guys. But this is part of the whole remote view process, is that we actually write on paper. So what Lee is going to do is he's going to ask me questions and I'm going to answer them. He's also like if you were playing a video game, he's going to drive me to wherever he wants me to look. So if he wants me to walk around the drone or float around the drone and look at the backside and describe it and draw a picture of it, I can do that. Forgive me, my drawing is really terrible. When we get to the home base location of it, he can have me turn around. He can have me zero in on any human or non-human people that may be there. And we're going to have a great time with this. So we got 45 minutes and this is going to be cool. You guys are going to dig this. So you ready, Lee?
Yeah, I'm all ready. Yeah. Let's do this.
All right. So I'm going to just move my mouse here. And this is protocol. Now, I tell you guys all the time that when we use psychic ability, which remote viewing is, one of the things that we want to do is we want to busy the logical mind so that the psychic mind takes over. That is this protocol that I'm doing right now. This is a format that we use. I'm not just adding to this. I'm trying to remember what the format is. So, Lee, what is your opinion on aliens? And do you think that there's something else out there?
There has to be another life form. It can't be just us in this galaxy, this universe. There has to be other life forms. I mean, when I was a kid, I've seen the cigar-shaped object hovering in the sky. I can remember it very clearly, and there's no way that was a plane. There's no way that could have been seen as something else. It was what I saw. And in my mind, ever since I saw it, I've always thought, yeah, there has to be another life form out there. And I'm pretty sure there's lots of people in the chat here who have their, grumpy aunt, I am an alien. Yeah, I've got a big, long tongue. Anyway, let's not go there. There has to be different life forms. There has to be a different, I don't know, dimension. There has to be. It can't be just us.
We're both friends with Graham, and Graham was a flyer. The Baron. Did he ever mention anything about it?
Not to me, he hasn't. But I'm sure there's plenty of pilots out there who've seen many different objects. I mean, U.S. Air Force have seen this. There's so much that they've seen, and they've obviously had to sign the Official Secrets Act, so nothing gets disclosed. But I'm pretty sure there's, eggs as eggs. That there's pilots out there. There's aviation experts who, for sure, have seen stuff. And I'm pretty damn sure that, they've been leaned on to keep that quiet.
All right, so I'm just putting up my my goal again.
Area 51 again has a lot of questions that need to be answered, but I don't think in my lifetime, well, I say my lifetime, but there's been so much scope and so much investigation work that's gone on that there must be something there. There has to be. We've gone through so many years that I think it's going to have to be a point, as I said to you before the chat, where an encounter will have to be publicized. You know, there's people out there who have gone through their alien abduction. You know, they've been probed, for want of a better word.
Wow.
There's a lot of things out there that needs to be more thoroughly investigated. And I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who have pushed the limits, if you like, and disappeared. So there has to be some sort of explanation to that as well. Where do you think that? I know it's publicised that all these drones are going across New Jersey, but how many are we looking at? How many
So
have been speculated?
Our friend MC Ultra. So we have a friend, we call him MC Ultra. He saw 12 last night. 12.
Okay.
12 individual ones. I just want to highlight Penny here. Thank you so much, Penny. We've got a super chat challenge going on. So we got one super chat out of 20. If we get to 20, I'm going to live stream from the yard today at 9 o'clock New York time with my telescope looking for these drones. They literally are visible from my house, and I have to get out there and see them.
Yeah, get your hands in your pocket, guys. Let's go and watch her get cold.
So what I'm doing right now, guys, this is a structured format for controlled remote viewing. This is something called an ideogram. And what I do is I program myself on basically a daily basis to create these squiggles and lines in different shapes, and they represent different types of materials, different qualities of things. So like sometimes it'll be speed or slow down, stone, natural stuff, water stuff. We're going to talk about water. I actually put a little asterisk right next to this one because this is water, and I think I know where we're going with this. So right now I'm just identifying the different objects in here, the different qualities. This is one of the reasons I use my amethyst wand here, because when I do that with readings with tarot, I get more information when I put my wand down. When I do it with controlled remote viewing and I put my pen down, I get more information. Sally, thank you. Thank you for getting in on the challenge, guys. Woo! So we got a half hour to get 20 super chats in here. It doesn't have to be big numbers, guys. I want to get this going. I want to make it happen. So right now I've got this straight line here, which is land. That is a land speed. This one is a speed. This is land. 4A, this loop here, that's space and air. So we're getting a real clear picture of stuff that's up in the air. Twisted Tiara, thank you so much. We're up to 3 super chats. I've never done one of these challenges before. It's so much fun. So we're going into, I did these backwards. We'll do 5, 7. That makes more sense to me. 5A. This is actually just a big loop. This is just, I'm going to say 5A, a huge loop. So there's a lot of space air here, guys. So we're going to go into psychics after I do all this. I'm very curious about this 0.8 that is wiggly, and I'm going to tell you what this is all about, okay? So, Renee Kennedy, good to see you in the chat. Good to see. I want to stop for a second, and I want to thank everybody that has taken advantage of my Cyber Monday 2-week sale. I have met so many of you that it's amazing. Like I have faces that go with names now. It's really, really cool. So I really appreciate everybody who's jumped on the sale. I'm so glad that I could do it. It's been a great month. It's been great. Last month was a great month on YouTube. It was my best month ever on YouTube. So I owe that all to you guys. You're all very, very special and appreciated. So 6A, we're going to say that's huge loop 2. 6B, space air. And I will explain what all of this is. Now I'm going to go over here. And again, this protocol that I'm doing is to trick my logical mind into shutting down. And if we don't get it finished, kids, I'll do another one, maybe tomorrow. I got more appointments on the calendar for tomorrow, but I can still make time for you all. So now these, the sections that I'm doing here, this is precursor of coming attractions. So these are things that have already popped into my head. I've already seen a metal door in the ground that opens up, and there's a lot of grass around it, and the grass is soggy. There's a channel of concrete that goes down. It's a big square channel. We're going to draw pictures of it. Oh, Sue Potter, thank you so much, sweetie. You can watch this on the replay. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're up to 4 super chats. Awesome. All right, so we are going to drone scope. We're calling this drone scope, guys, 101. And I'm getting this again. I'm getting that wiggly line 2 times here, guys. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to go back. I'm going to finish my drawing here. So we've got 7A, 7B. It's a loop, huge, space air. 8A, now we're talking. 8A, this is exciting. This is wiggly line. Guess what wiggly line is, guys? Anybody want to guess in the chat what's a wiggly line in any direction for me? Karen, thank you so much. We're a quarter of the way there to our goal. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So wiggly line is, I don't want to wait for everybody to wait. Everybody, water, Renee Kennedy, bing, bing, bing. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. So thank you. It is water. Wiggly line is water. So 9, well, actually, I want to do 9 down here. This is 10. This is 11. So 9 down there is a squeeze. Tight angle. 9B, and we're going to call that squeeze. And then we have 10. 10 is curve up. 10B, that is a direction change. Direction change. And 11A is a straight line. And that is land, ground. That's ground for me here. That is definitely. All right. So then we start all over again. Tight loop. This is just kind of a repeating pattern of what I just saw. If you look, I don't know how closely you guys can see, but my ideogram there is similar to my ideogram there. I'm going to do side-by-side pictures of this in a community chat when we're done so you guys can see how close they look. So this is what I'm going to tell you about the first ideogram. So if we're following, and Grumpy, when you want to direct me, just let me know you want me to go in a different direction. You're not going to break my stride or anything like that. And everybody, remember to hit that like button, please, and share. This is important stuff. So this is a flight pattern that we're looking at. This is takeoff. Now I've already asked myself to find the home base when it goes back to home base. So this is the flight plan. We go up to a high altitude. We're up in the air, tra la 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 la. Then we dip down. So this space air is more gravitational pull. We're closer to the ground. We're closer to what we need to do. Then over here, we zip out, we backtrack, and go into water. There's water there, guys. Now, I don't think that this is ocean. I think this is more aquifer and soggy land. But I do think that it goes underground. I think we've got an underground thing, and there's like a bunker there. Now, when I say that there's like a trap door in the ground, what I'm really seeing, oops, that's another remote view. We don't want that one in there. Oh boy. We're gonna have to go backward. So what I'm seeing is this is a hinge. This is ground. And I'm seeing like and it's a little better for you guys. Seeing concrete chamber. So we're looking, if we were looking down, it is a rectangle with a door here, flap door. So who wants to go down into the chamber? Hands up if you want to go down in the chamber, because I already have him landing down there. So we can go down into the chamber. Hands up, hands up. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. So it looks like I have to put a new remote view book on my Amazon list. Hang on, kids. All right, here we go. We're going down. Woo, that's a wild one. So paws, claws, and jaws. Howdy do. Hi, Laura.
How deep do you reckon this is?
What's that?
How deep do you think this is? It goes down.
It's at least 4 or 5 stories. So I don't know how many feet that would be, but it's at least 4 to 5 stories. So, and it's all concrete. There are sections in it that I'm seeing now, like there are bands in it. Now, I'm not a mason, so I don't know if these are like expansion joints or something like that. But there's lights on there, like the lights you would see when you go when you take a boat out into the water. You know, you have to keep the lights on certain side. Thank you, Pamela. Guys, we're up to 7 super chats. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We're trying to hit 20. If we hit 20 after 9 o'clock, like 10 o'clock tonight, I will be outside, standing in my yard, looking for some lights, looking for drones. I will be doing this. I don't care if the new, old, or secret FBI show up at my house. I'll be live streaming. I will be live streaming from my phone, so I don't know how great the footage will be, but I promise you I'm going to be out there doing it. So when we go down into the chamber, I get a couple of things. This is electrical interference right here, here, and here. So let me just real quick. And that is high speed electrical for me. And then 2A, 3A, and 4A are all the same thing. And that's electrical interference. So I think these bands that they have are actually electrical interference, so people can't get past that. So you know, one of the things that we're hearing is that over military bases, they actually can send out an impulse that will interfere with drones. They're not doing it because it could potentially interfere with their own aircraft, with domestic military aircraft. So they can't use that. They're not shooting them down. Like that was my girlfriend, Kathy, the world's loudest librarian. She said, shoot them down. But we can't shoot them down because if it is another nation that's sending them over here, it's potentially an act of war. So there's a lot of political stuff that's going on. So it is like it's hang on, I'm just making some notes. Oh, and 5A too.
Out of interest, how many Air Force bases are around New Jersey?
We have a lot. Right here, where we are, we have at least 3. But oddly enough, they're not hovering around those. They seem to be out in like regular general public. So what I had said the other day was that I thought we were going to have a Project Bluebeam event, which those of you who don't know, Project Bluebeam is an illusion that would be broadcast to interfere with the policing of people, not the policing, the control of people. I just want to give a shout out. Choose Life Podcast is here. Mel and Paul, how are you doing, kids? Outer Limits here. I see a lot of you. Jody, I don't know if I said hello. I think I did. I'm so excited about this. I can't even tell you. We do have a lot of military bases around us. Annabelle, how did I learn how to remote view? So I'm going to I'll put the link in here. Here we go. And I want to stress that anybody can do this. I studied with intuitive specialists. Oh, There is a Psychic Sunday sale extended through December 8th. So there's a sale going on. There's a free masterclass, though. It's 3 days. Take it. It's amazing. It's amazing. And Lori Williams is the sweetest little thing you've ever seen in your whole life. She is an amazing instructor. She is one of my favorite people of all time. So, like her a whole lot. I do want to take one of her specialization classes in person. So, there's all this electrical interference. Now, once we get into the belly of this facility, it feels like an airplane hangar. It's probably 4 stories high. It's very, very, very high. There are steel girders up the sides. Yeah, guys, I got to go right into my sketching. I'm ready to sketch. So the room, and I'm so sorry, I'm such a terrible artist. So here's the room that we're looking at. There are girders up here. And this is the ceiling. It's all gray concrete and steel. This is steel. This is, there's some lines on the ground. Like this is a white painted line. And there are some kind of yellow things on the ground here. These are yellow. And I don't see anything on them, but it looks like they are, I want to say, repair stations. Put a question mark on that. So they feel like, you know, you come down on this white line, and the white line, there's 2 of them, I think. I think there's 2 white lines down the middle. And they're wide. These are about like 2 or 3 feet wide. But long. The chamber itself feels to be about, I want to say, the length of a football field. It feels like it's about the length of the football field. It is cold in there, and I can hear the air systems droning. It feels like a landing strip. Yes, pause and jaws. It feels like a landing strip. So the process of coming down that that chimney, I don't, what would we call this, Lee? What would you call this? It's an ingress, but you know what? I don't know what I would call this.
A chute?
A chute, yeah. It's a really, really large chute. This, if I had to give this a distance, I feel like it's 50 or 60 feet by like maybe 25, 30 feet. So it's a pretty big space. It's not ventilation. It's a big, 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 big thing. So here we are down here. Lee, do you want to take the joystick and drive me around? Do you want to look around in this space?
I mean, looking at what you're saying about the chute, it sounds like it's somewhere where it is access in and out for the drones. You know, so they're primarily programmed to home and land themselves back down the chute, back
Oh no,
into
there's people
wherever they're
there.
going to be staying.
There's people there.
Okay, yeah, but a drone
Definitely.
could be programmed to.
So we've got Choose Life saying an old mine, an old factory, missile silo. It doesn't feel like a missile silo. It feels like it was constructed for in and out exit. And if I had to put a year on when it was built, 1963. 1963. This is a
Do you know what? I was
purposeful.
just about to say that before I put my mic on. I said 60s.
Yeah, this was a purposeful
Yeah.
built structure.
Yeah, it's all prefab concrete. It's reinforced concrete.
It's definitely aviation based. I don't think that this is a bunker. I don't think it's anything like that. So, Lee, if we're looking at from above that chamber with the white lines down the middle and that landing repair area, there's actually another one over here. And there's one
There
like
has to
down.
be, if they're using the same area for homing in, you know, entrance and exit, then I would presume there's going to be multiple, you know, ingresses going in. There has to be. Now, this
This
could
is
be,
where the crafts come in. It's southeast. I
yeah.
already got southeast on it. There's something this way. I want to go this way. I feel like there's something for us to get to this way. So let's mosey on down.
Is there any deep forests involved here?
Is there what?
Deep forests, forest areas.
So we're so far underground. There's aquifers there. And I feel like if we were looking at the state, because I'm in the state of New Jersey, I'm being completely selfish and looking at my own state. If this is the state of New Jersey right here, that's kind of a rough shape. I'm up here. This is where
There's a
this
big base
facility.
down in Maryland.
I don't think this is part of a base. This is an independent structure. This is, if it's a base, there's nothing up top. It's everything is underground. My house is here, down in this part of New Jersey, and up here is where the base is. So in order, if you were going to fly from my area up here, New Jersey's an itty bitty state. It's not that big. If you were going to fly from here to there, it would take you less than an hour, maybe a half hour. It's not that far. It's not that far. So it doesn't surprise me that that's what's going on. And when I look at this far wall, and I just want to make sure, guys, we stick to our schedule here. Oh, we've got 1 minute left. 1 minute left, but we did get 7 super chats. So 1 minute left. 1 minute left. So why is it so deep down? I think because there's a lot behind this door. So when I look at this wall, there is a double door right here. This is a double door. And that was my alarm. I got to take the kids to the dentist. This is my life. I'm like professional Uber driver. Twisted Tiara, yes, you can time travel with remote view. You absolutely do. Sign up for that 3-day course, and you're going to be shocked at what you learn. It's pretty cool. Lori Williams has a great book on Amazon too. If you have Amazon Unlimited, you can get it. I think it's for free on Amazon Unlimited. So when I look at this wall, we've got those, you know, the steel supports in the wall. But when I go through these doors, it opens up into like almost a cafeteria. It's not a cafeteria, but it's finished. There's it's a lower ceiling. It's a much lower ceiling. It's probably like 12 feet high, 14 feet high. And it has walls.
Could this be near the coast?
No, it's like up in our mountainous area. It like that's where like there's some mountains in New Jersey. There's fluorescent lights. Fluorescent lights. And the floor is not concrete. It's slippery. The floor is slipperier. And it's like, remember when you were in school? I don't know if they had these in England, but the tiles on the floor would feel very, very slippery, and they were very tightly put together. It wasn't like tile with grout in between. So very slippery floor and very, very hard, very cold. This room is very cold. It feels like they're pumping in cold air. So I don't know if it's not granite. It feels like those tiles from school, like a school hallway tile. That's what I'll look it up. I'll see what those are. I don't think they're made out of crystals. This feels like a very familiar material. There's tables. It feels like a cafeteria. It feels like you go in there and you sit down. There's a window in there.
Briefing room?
What's that?
A briefing room?
You know what? It might be that. There's a window in there with that. This again is very 1960s. It has that X pattern in it. It's the safety glass that you can't break through. It's got the X pattern in it, and that is a control room on the other side. So we'll go into that control room. And if I'm sitting at the window, there's a table, desktop, and this has buttons on it. This is like a panel.
It's a viewing platform.
Well, this is looking out into like this briefing room. We'll call this the briefing room. Briefing room. You know what's wild is I'm in there right now. There's no one in there. There's nobody in there. Not a soul. There's a microphone here. There is a headset sitting idle. Not that kind of headset, but there is a headset there. Somebody left their coffee cup. I'm not even kidding. It's a paper coffee cup. It's not. And if I turn around, there's actually a coffee machine in the back of this room. But it's like an old coffee machine. It's like you make it in the pot and you spill it into your cup. Wild. The chair has it's red and it's soft. It's like one of those office chairs that has like this kind of a bottom. So, oh my God, I just scratched myself and I'm bleeding. So there is a chair there. It does have an arm. And it's kind of pushed back. The floor in here is black, which is odd, but it's the same like kind of tile. This tile, the floor is light. It's almost white. And this floor is black and super, super shiny. So where the door is here, the door to this room. So if I'm looking out, my door is here. I'm going to call that a control room. Where are the people? Where are all the people that work here?
Watching this.
There's a door here too, and this has stairs. Stairs. And that goes to, oh my God, I got to get a pen. My pen's dying. None of my pens are working. It's the aliens. The aliens are doing it. So these stairs, stairs go up. Stairs, they go up. These stairs go to an elevator platform. The elevator, it's one of those big warehouse elevators, like that you pull the door down. And it's long. It's almost the size of like a tractor trailer back. It's pretty big. It's a big like commercial elevator. It could carry very, very heavy things. Wifey, I'm looking at New Jersey, up in northern New Jersey. So, and this is very rough. It's not a fancy elevator at all. This takes people to another level. So, wow. So here's my chamber that goes down and our lid up on ground. Okay. This is the chute. We're going to call this the chute. Then this is that we're going to call this the landing room. Then we have the briefing room. We have the stairs that go up to the elevator room. And I think there may be two. There may be two elevators like right next to each other. And when they go up, I kind of lose track. What do they go up to? All right. Remember the name Watchung. That is a town in New Jersey. That's where this is. Here's my elevators. They go up.
Do you think it could be a monitoring, that, the control room is actually a monitoring place for whatever is beyond that glass? So possible other aircraft, for example, or other things that have been brought in to look for monitoring.
Now that's the thing. Like, I don't feel like this location is driving those machines. I don't feel like this location is steering them or anything like that. It feels like those things come in on their own, and then they get like maintenance. Like that room is like a maintenance room, and then that second room is for the maintenance people to kind of hang out. It's very, very, very weird. Very weird. Zephyr Canine in the house. So we're going to have to look at this
Possibly a
other
repair
elevator.
maintenance workshop.
What was that, love?
Possibly a repair or a maintenance workshop.
Yes. And I don't know if we're going to have to look at it a little bit more later because the rest of my day is taken off right now. This one goes up to a small structure that looks like a craptastic little rundown ramshackle gray shack. I do see a little bit of a mountain in the background. This is on a flat piece of land. And this is where the people come up. They come up through this structure. But this structure looks like it's like almost crooked. I think it's a little bit crooked. And it's literally kind of plunked down on top of this elevator egress. Now the whole elevator doesn't come up. It like comes up to like a floor just below it. And then people walk up like a little stairway to get out of here. They go in there and then they tra-la-la. There's a wood to the side of it here. And this is where they get picked up in vehicles. Like they walk boop, 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 over to the woods. And there's like Jeeps, quads, like that kind of thing, but not like a gator quad. It's like an all-terrain, 4-person quad that they're on. They're definitely green. They're definitely camoed a little bit. So this is kind of wild. What do you think? What do you think, Grumpy?
I think, I mean, the more and more we're looking into this, there's even places in UK that I could take you to where I know of a place which is just a house to look at from the outside, but you go in and there's stairs going down into it, which takes you to a control room and things like that. There's places like that in Wiltshire, where I grew up. But from what you're looking at now, and it has to be military. There has to be a military base where these drones are going to. Now, as I said before, there has to be an element of maintenance and you know um, repair that would be suitable to repair these drones. But I certainly don't think it's anything UFO based. I think it's purely military, especially with what's going on with the world right now. There has to be some sort of surveillance work going on.
Yeah. This is wild stuff. So I'm going to finish out our poll, and we'll see what our poll came up with. So only 11% of the voters said that they have some kind of activity going on by them. Wow. And Lady of the Lake said she's getting chemicals too. I'm getting a lot of electrical charge in there. Like there's a lot of electrical charge. So this is wiggity wild. So listen, guys, we got 7 super chats and super stickers in here. Thank you so much. And I said, if we hit the goal of 20, I would live stream tonight from the yard. But guess what? I'm going to live stream from the yard anyway. So I'm not going to put up oh, Missy, that's a good question. I'm going to have to take a look at that. Yeah, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm doing something really weird tonight. World's Loudest Librarian asked me to bartend with her at an event. I've never bartended at an event before. It's a private event. I'm going to do that. It may be a bucket list item. I may do it once and be done. But when I get home, I am going to go out in the yard. I will be live streaming from my phone. So again, I don't know how good it's going to be. I'm not going to, be face to face the whole time, but I will do a live stream when I get home. I think all of you are amazing. So thank you so much for being here. I'm going to end our live stream. I'm going to get the kids to the dentist. I'm going to do what I got to do for the rest of the day. I work hard for the money. We're going to make it happen. And there we go. Grumpy, you want to say anything?
No, it's been fun. I've been putting my microphone on and off because I don't want to put you off with your while you're talking, because I know there's an echo.
Sorry, echo.
So it's okay. It's okay. No, it's been fun. It's been enjoyable, and I hope everybody in the chat enjoyed it as well. I'm pretty damn sure that we should do this again, because there's a lot of.
I think there's more information to be gleaned from this. So today I'm doing this crazy bartending thing. Tomorrow I am doing a live tarot event at a private party, and then Sunday I have a Christmas party myself. So I could do something in the morning on Sunday. So if you guys want a live on Sunday, let me know. Just throw it up in the chat. Let me know, and I'll see if I can work that out with Grumpy, and maybe we can take a look at some other tips. So I'm gonna have some fun, and I may even do like a short or two with me and Kathy at the bar tonight. So we'll see how this goes.
I can see you tonight on your live wearing something red.
Oh no, I have to wear black. Yeah, I have to wear black.
Okay, I'm teasing.
So everybody, let me know. Let me know what you thought of the live remote view. If this is really boring and it's kind of hard to follow because I've got the paper out, let me know. Otherwise, Grumpy and I will see you all in the future. Truth is out there.